Hello, NAB. Greetings from New York City. I'm Dave Foxx. I'm the Creative Services Director for Z100 New York. Been here 17 years, going on 18. My main job at Z100 is to help brand the radio station in the listener's mind. So that whenever they think of today's hit music, whenever they think of New York's #1 hit music station, they always think Z100. Do a lot of power intros where we actually tie our call letters into the beginning of a song. I can play an example.
What's up, everyone? It's Christina Milian, and you are listening to the best station on the planet.
Z100.
Let me sing a little something for you. Christina Milian.
So we make it all blend into the music, become part of the music, so that the logo is stamped in the mind of the listener. But when they hear that song again, wherever they are, they'll hear the Z100 worked into it in their mind. The other way is to consistently deliver the same message in all of our sweepers and stagers, promos. We're always constantly talking about this is New York's #1 hit music station. This is a promo that brings back memories to everybody, because everybody's been in these situations. When you're sitting next to a car and the speakers are just vibrating so loud in the next car, you know what the song is that they're listening to. Or, well, I'll let you hear.
You know that car next to you at the stoplight that's causing your spleen to vibrate? That's our fault. You know that friend you can never get hold of because they have their stereo permanently set on stun? That's our fault too. You know those speakers you blew in your car because you were jamming a little too hard? Sorry, our fault. But if you're filling your boring life with lame music, don't blame us. Your favorite songs. New York's #1 hit music station, Z100.
First thing I do is I make sure that any promo or even commercial, when I do commercials, has only one unique selling proposition. You can't have 4 or 5, a whole shopping list of reasons why this is the best place to go or the best contest ever. Have one good reason. And then make everything that surrounds it point to that one thing, so that your audience can grasp one idea and come away with a very clear idea of what the message was. I mean, there are a lot of different ways you can support a USP, unique selling proposition, USP. Finding different ways to say the same thing is probably the biggest secret to my job as an imaging guy. Sometimes it's just a physical difference. I'll say Z, New York's #1. 1, hit music. 100, station. You know, breaking it up and mixing it around and stuff so that the message gets through in a different way, or it makes people think differently. Other ways are to come up with little scenes that we can put at the beginning of promos. That, for instance, we were trying to sell the fact that we have huge variety at Z100. Variety is a very key word for our audience. So it was hit after hit after hit, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny to do a volleyball game, a beach volleyball game, which is something everybody watches on television from time to time, and have a guy who doesn't play very well against a guy who plays very well.
Z100.
Just to let you know, I've never played beach volleyball before, so don't hit me in the head or anything.
Z100 knows there are lots of places you can get some hits.
0-0 serving.
The guy that plays very well keeps hitting him in the head.
Whether you like pop, rock, hip-hop, or dance,
Not in the head!
you'll find them all at 100.3.
He gets hit after hit after hit. So then I come back and say, hey, this is the station that gives you hit after hit after hit.
All the hits in one place.
14-0.
Z100.
That's game. What? You skipped 12.
Serving the hits.
9. Did I skip any other ones?
The kind you like.
No, we're good.
My big drive in producing promos is I want to reach out through the speakers, grab the listener by the ears and say, listen to this.
Z100's $100,000 match game.
There are a lot of little psychological tricks that I use. A big impact at the very beginning kind of surprises people, and it makes them look at their radio and it makes them listen for just half a second. Make sure that the music flows. I do a lot of beat matching, I make sure that when I end one piece of music, it ends in a natural place, and I start the next piece in a natural place.
Would you like to see my hits? Here they are.
Each promo is like a little song. You know, yeah, there's a beginning and there's an end and there's a middle, and they all tie together, they all flow together so that it's one smooth flowing piece.
Z100.
This is Nelly, alright? Brad from 3 Doors Down.
Christina Aguilera, Jennifer Lopez,
Our radio stars.
Beyonce.
Radio stars.
Another thing that I like to do is I use silence. I'll bring the music up to a crescendo and then stop it, and it's dead silent, and then I will say something that's important that people need to remember. And that silence acts like an exclamation point. Like, you need to be listening to this right now, right here.
You dirty little listener.
It really does grab people's attention. Our style is somewhat reminiscent of the alternative rock era in that the voice is always filtered and it always has a kind of I don't care attitude. Yeah, well, whatever. Okay, this is Z100, yabba dabba doo.
Hi, I'm your radio.
And having the music that we use in our promos be very tight and a little edgier than the music we actually play. It has more energy and really drives home the message better than most pop music does, frankly. John is the one who came up with the logo, Z100, and did all of our jingle packages for the first 15 years of our existence. We had really not used jingles on our main. Now we always used them in the morning show. We never stopped using them in the morning show.
Elvis Duran and the C Morning Zoo.
But in the rest of the day, we just stopped playing them. It was all spoken, or it was shouted by a group of kids, or something like that. But the one thing we discovered, even after they'd been off the air for about 4 years, Ja Rule came up to the station one night, and he was doing an ID, and he was doing the phrase that pays, and he goes, Z100, and laughed. And we were all like, he knows the logo. He remembers the logo. It's been stamped forever. So that was about the time that we started playing jingles again, because we realized that, you know, people knew it and expected it.
New York's #1
Hit music station. Z100.
We have a phrase here in the station we call pulling a Madonna. Madonna, of course, is quite famous for, you know, every year or so coming out with a completely new image, a new way to look, a new way to sing, a new style of music, whatever. We pull a Madonna about once a year. That's really just a refinement of what we've been doing, but it's noticeably different in one way or another. It might be shorter, more to the point. It might have more energy. It might have less energy. Just something to make it stand out and sound different and new again.
Z100.
We always have to remember that the radio business is a radio business. But if we're not having fun doing what we're doing, we'll be out of business really soon. Having fun is the key. Not just having fun on the air, but being just something fun to listen to.
Be just like Britney Spears. Go to Vegas, spend some money, gamble, get drunk.
I love working at this radio station. I love my boss. Tom Pullman is an absolute dream to work for because he's very empowering. In fact, the whole environment at Z100 is about empowerment. They want to make sure that everybody owns their jobs and they do their jobs in concert with other people. Nobody's trying to steal somebody else's job. There's no backbiting going on. It's a very harmonious place. It's a wonderful place to work.
Yes.
All right, in profit, in the promos folder, you'll find a car winner raw. It's 18 seconds Shelley can use over an intro of a song with this morning's winner.
Thank you.
The other reason is definitely the pride. Just, to be able to say, I'm the creative services director from Z100. To be, or when I meet someone who's not in radio and they say, well, what do you do? And I'll say, I'm the guy that says,
Broadcasting from the top of the Empire State Building. This is New York's number one hit music station.
Z100, New York.
Z100.